The old horseshoe on the banks of the Olin Canyon. It has seen many a high-stakes clash, and another one coming up from Columbus in this one. The Oregon Ducks come in to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes, and over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high-stakes, playoff game, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of this season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive. Oregon takes on Ohio State. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Complete on the left to Smith. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Sayin. Open on the left side is Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now and 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Throwing, Sayin. Extending the play. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Davison. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Firing for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. Extra point here will tie the game, and the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Taken down for a big loss on the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second and long here. Here's Sayin to throw. They're all over it. Right side, it's Roberts. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
That was just a simple wide receiver screen. Every team in college football is running it now, and for whatever reason, quarterback and receiver not on the same page on what seems like a very simple play to execute.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Throwing St. Clair. Got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Long way to go on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He's past the marker. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Say it. Oh, pressure's coming. Hauls it in. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Oh, he's got some space. The 20.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Driven back.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got it!
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Moore. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll snag it just inside the 10.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. They're working that left side. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. First play of the period, first down here.
Here we go, ready, go!
Looking for a gap, it's Jackson. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And he's brought down after a short gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Tavian St. Clair fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Smith. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Still looking to his right. Finds his target. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and
going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll ride him again. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And they'll stop him right there on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Davison. At the 35, he's loose. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Runs through a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Zayn, rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looks it in. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore will throw. Look out! Trying to escape and get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Open field on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Here's Moore to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium.
90 yards in a
Ohio. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense. Bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throw it, say it. Taking a shot on the first play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ernie on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense, he's going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Oregon! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Here's Sayin to throw. Left side is Smith. Running free. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. More. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Rush is on. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Well, he tried to lateral it there, and I don't know if that was designed or if he was just doing that on the fly, but obviously it was the wrong decision because they fumbled the football and they give it right back to the opponent, and now they're in good field position.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-4. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
The Buckeye offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. And they're not going to tell you about it in good language.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead in 14.
There's a lot of strategies to win football games, and there are very intelligent coaches in the game today. I've never seen a field goal attempt on first down. That was a play I am never going to forget, although I wish I could.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, man, offensively, you just got to know when the play is over, and you got to live to play the next down. That was not a good decision there by the ball carrier. He had a chance to just go down when that play was over. Instead, he tries to do something too heroic, and the offense sustains a massive loss.
He could almost smell the red zone from where he made that fair catch, but it is tremendous field position for this offense. And on first down, they've sent the field goal unit onto the field. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Great place to start for this offense. Throwing more. Out wide left, it's Bear.
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. Gain of 21 on the play. First and goal, Oregon.
And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Dante Moore under pressure. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. First and 10. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. Going to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Takes a handoff. It's Davison. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore turns it upfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead.
Got some room headed to the goal line. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut, nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point was good. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Changing the routes with his receiver. Got some green grass. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field. On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Bear. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The run inside. It's Davison. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's more to throw. Left side, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Davison. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. They're all over him. Buried before he could blink.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the stick.
That's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
4th down, Moore. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Say it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to squeak through the pile. Looking for room at the 30. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
2nd down to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he avoids the sack.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Quarterback changing the play. 4th down, Sayin. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Fights off a defender. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Stewart. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And the quarterback knew that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore finds his man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Throwing Moore. Out of the backfield, he's open. Across the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him.
Number 39, set to kick it away.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Making the adjustment. Zayn. Caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Dante Moore. Going for the big play. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Moore will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way.
He's going to let it go. Catch and stride inside the 15. All the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, it's Cross. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throw it, say it. Escapes the pressure to his right. The throw. Gets rid of it.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Nearly intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Moore to throw. Got his man. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes a catch. No chance to run, but still a good game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air, it's Sayin. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the #1 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Wolverines on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the American Conference.
Say it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well run him again. Got a little space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds a crease. It's Davison. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll try the left side. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the direct snap, it's Davison. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown Ducks! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the #1 thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy complete.
Oh, a lot of space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. He's got enough. Finding some room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeye! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that strip.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Out wide left, it's Smith. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the two-point try is no good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Gives him the big stiff arm. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Hard running there. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Quick give. It's Davison. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
The pitch to the left. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Jackson. They were all over it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Got it down the field.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
St. Clair. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now on the move. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. He'll take it himself. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Here's Julian saying to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
We
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Throwing St. Clair. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. St. Clair. It's dropped after taking the hit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws quickly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Give to the running back. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Goodness, correct. That is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. They booted away. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Making the adjustment on the play. Sayin. Rush right in his face. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Look out. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense getting set for first down. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.